All right, everybody, this is Angel, and welcome back to another fucking podcast. Today,
This is your just alone podcast.
Yeah, this is just me alone. This other person with a different voice is also me.
Speaking of a cringy opener, that's what we're talking about today.
Talking about cringe, our life's cringe.
Cringe phases.
What we think is so cringy today. I'm going to forget that cringe is a real word by the end of this podcast.
Oh, yeah, no, we're definitely gonna... Don't drink because it's bad, but if you were going to...
If you're going to and you're of age...
drink every time
take a
says
shot.
cringe.
Take a shot every time someone says cringe. Okay. So let's start this off with, when was your cringe phase?
I think my biggest one was definitely middle school, where everybody had a cringe phase in middle school.
Yeah.
They were all just different from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was your classic, like, you don't understand me, Mom.
Even though your mom was...
It's wonderful.
It's
and
so wonderful.
100% does understand, because she also went through a phase.
She
Like,
gets you.
she does, and I don't understand why young me was so against her all the time. It's really frustrating. But, like, so I would think I was in 6th grade the first time I got to really dye my hair. And I went with, it was a color called Cherry Truffle.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a dark red. It looked horrible, and it stained my hair brown
Oh.
for a year.
Cute.
Because my hair throws red naturally, so it, like, really held on to that color. So
Yeah.
imagine me, I have that ugly red hair color,
Mm-hmm.
chopped really short, like right below my ear,
Oh.
like real short, and I just moved, so now I'm ready to start over. 7th grade here, I'm ready to fucking reinvent myself.
Oh, wow.
So I meet this girl on the bus. We're just going to call her Delilah. So this girl, Delilah, I meet her on the school bus. She has blue hair, and she reminds me of Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yeah.
And we're listening to my iPod, and she's like, "You like Panic at the Disco?" And I was like,
Fuck yeah.
"Yeah, I do." And she was like, "Great." So that's when my phase really started. I started wearing all black. I didn't dress good at all. It was like baggy pants and like combat boots and like big sweatshirts. And I always wore my hair either like unbrushed or it was in like a messy bun. And most of it was just for middle school, but it did travel into high school a little bit because I started putting on makeup.
Yeah.
Which was just an eyeliner pencil coloring my whole lid.
Your whole lid.
The whole lid.
Did you blend it out, or was it just...
No. I just put like a big... So imagine like a child getting into makeup and just sticking their hands in paint and putting it on the top of their lids.
Like what my little sister did?
Yeah, that's what my makeup looked like. No mascara. No other makeup. No lipstick or anything.
Fair enough.
Just black. Like, and the thing is, it would wear off during the day because it was eyeliner. It wasn't, shadow. It wasn't like it's supposed to stay all day. Like, it was eyeliner.
Yeah.
So like,
did it, like, crease and stuff?
Yeah, no, because I really...
And you were, like, sweaty and, like, greasy.
Because I have really small eyes.
Yeah.
So, like, it creased weird. And so there would just be, like, a thick black line in the middle and then gray on top and bottom. So I would color it in the rest of the day and smudge it back to the way it's supposed to be.
Fuck.
And I was just, like, I was that stupid... Like, imagine a cartoon goth, but, like, a small white girl who wasn't. So, like, because I wasn't, like, brave enough to go fully goth.
Oh, my God, pussy.
So it's just me being kind of a pussy and being like, preps.
Oh,
like,
my God, I hate the preppies.
Yeah, I'm like, can you fuck off? I hate you.
Stop wearing, Vineyard Vines.
Yeah, like, when I was in, when I was a freshman, like, 8th grade and freshman me, like, I just started swearing. So, like, I used to, like, every other... I was like, fucking shit, yeah. And I sounded so stupid. I sounded like a small child. I looked like a small child who had just, like, discovered Hot Topic. And I actually had a friend who, during our cringiness, went to Hot Topic with me, and she bought a lip ring, like a fake one.
Yeah.
And she put it in, and she was like, everybody's staring at me. Oh my God, that girl just gave me the meanest look. Probably my lip ring. And I was like, literally nobody's noticing.
No one fucking cares.
Because that's when I was starting to get out of it, and I was like, this is kind of lame, isn't it? Like, oh no.
Once you went to Hot Topic, and your friend...
That's when I realized I was the lamest person ever.
Because you realized...
My second concert was Panic at the Disco.
Okay.
And Walk the Moon was the opener. My screen went off. I had to touch it.
Yeah, I know.
But so, yeah, I went to Panic at the Disco. I actually went to one of the shows where, like, the concert got canceled, and I'm on the news crying about it.
Are you really?
Yep, it's me and the girl Delilah with the blue hair, and we're both on the steps, and I'm crying and calling my mom, telling her the show got canceled, and the news pans over, and they're like, and we had to cancel the concert. And it's just me, like
fucking
bawling because I was so excited to go. And I think that's, like, the bulk of it.
Yeah.
Like, I had other cringy things I did in high school and stuff where I was like, well, that was kind of cringy. But middle school freshman year was the worst. I dressed horribly. My sister was like, please stop doing that with your makeup. And please stop doing that with your clothes. And I was like, you don't know me.
You don't
know me at all. And my sister was like, do you remember when you were like 14 or 15 and you were like, I'm never going to change? And I was like, yes.
Fuck you guys.
I do remember I yelled at her one time. I was like, I'm never going to change. You're stupid. And she was just like, no, you are, because everybody does. Because she was in college already.
Yeah,
and I was just like, shut
she's
up.
Not a lot older than me, but
no, she's 2 years older than me, but that's quite a gap.
Yeah, but my cringe phase, this is rich. Started when I was about in 6th grade because I was one of those readers, like the people who read like Percy Jackson and like, you know, all the Warrior Cat books and shit. And so I was like, oh no, I've been cringing my whole life because I used to roleplay Warrior Cats on the playground.
I made flower crowns
in 3rd grade. I would crawl all around and meow at my friends. And
would they meow back?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I had good friends.
I mean, you had your clan.
Yeah, I had my clan, and you know I was the underdog because I thought I was special. So I would always be like fire paw. I'm literally gagging. Okay. But like I kind of toned it down until like 6th grade. Which is when
middle school.
I tied my hair in a braid, like in a side braid all the
the side braid. You know what's funny? During my cringe phase, I'm pretty sure I wore the same. I did side braid.
No.
Because that's when I first learned how to like really braid my hair, but it looked bad.
But I did it every day.
Oh,
and here's the thing. I would wear like different t-shirts sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I wore the same plaid purple jacket every day. It was like white with like purple stripes on it, like the purple plaid. And I wore it every day, and it's okay, trigger warning, but I used to self-harm.
Oh my god.
And one time I did it on purpose, and then I like put my jacket on really quick and like held it, and there was blood stains on the inside of the hoodie.
Did you wash it?
No.
Oh.
I was like, okay.
See, that's the thing. I was never into
it.
Like I was kind of in the emo like gothic group, but I was always too afraid to like self-harm. Like, I hated myself, but I was too afraid to, like, self-harm or, like, wear the white makeup.
I figured out I was not straight in 6th grade. I wasn't specifically gay. I wasn't bi yet. I didn't really know what I was, but I was like, okay, queen slay. I used to listen to a lot of RuPaul. Must Be Jelly 'Cause Jam Don't Shake. Peanut butter. My favorite song, 6th grade.
We were very different in 6th grade.
Yeah, I know. And then 7th grade, I got moved to a Christian school. This is when I started identifying as, like, specifically male. Bitch. Oh, my God.
I can imagine.
I hacked my fucking hair off, and I dyed that shit blue. Like, only, like, okay, I had longer hair on the top, like every fucking trans kid, quote-unquote, in middle school. And then I had, like, the shaved, like, undercut thing.
Oh my god!
And I dyed only that part blue, and the top was brown.
Do you have any pictures?
No, I deleted every fucking trace of me until like my freshman year of high school.
I thought I deleted them, and then my dad recently emailed me a portfolio of all of my pictures from like age baby to like Christmas.
There might be one on my sister's Facebook, so I'm gonna try to find that while we're talking.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking. Like I was like, I deleted all my ugly pictures, and then my dad's like, hey babe, here's a little portfolio of all your pictures, and like I looked through them, and I'm like, oh my god, I was such a cute kid, and then I hit that phase of my life, and I was like,
no, but
there's no pictures of my makeup, thank God, but
I one time I painted a shirt with the trans flag on it, like this huge oversized white shirt, and then I wore it to my Christian school.
Oh my god. You
And
were just,
everybody
like,
was
trying
like,
to make a scene.
yeah, and like everybody was like, what is that? And I was like, it's the transgender flag. And they were like, whoa, are you trans? And I like wore eyeliner and shit. And I was like, yeah, I'm a boy. And then when I finally got moved to 8th grade, oh my god. This is when I like had blonde hair where the blue used to be because I just let it fade.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't even give a fuck. But I had these glasses, but they broke. So I hot glued the glasses back together.
And you need glasses. Like,
I
you
do
wear
need
contacts.
glasses, but I hot glued the glasses together, and there was a chunk of fucking hot glue holding my glasses together.
I think I would have been scared to talk to you. I think I would have been like,
You would be.
that person is way too edgy for me. Like,
No, I wore the combat boots, the cargo pants, like the like camouflage cargo pants.
I looked like what a kids' TV show would say a goth person looks like, but like the goth person who just turned goth, you know, who's like still kind of like, okay guys, so we're gonna. I didn't listen to like Pierce the Veil or Bullet for My Valentine or anything. I just listened to like Panic at the Disco.
I faked
and like
listening to a lot of bands. I was like, yeah, I listened to Pierce the Veil. I don't know one fucking song by Pierce the Veil.
I don't know. You know, I'm actually kind of glad I didn't go too hard in because like. Part of me wishes I did go harder in my cringy phase.
Yeah.
So I could have a better story and, like, better pictures about it. But the other half of me is like...
It's such a fucking heavy thing on my conscience. Because I was so much. And then even my, like, freshman year. It went until, like, my freshman year. And then I finally stopped.
Does.
And then I still
Like,
had the
bleeds
glasses.
through.
But no, this time I had the hot glue chunk. And I had the little string to hold my glasses on. Like the basketball string like people wear when they have to wear glasses but they play like
Basketball,
sports.
yeah.
And I wore that like to school every day. Like I thought that was fine. And no one told me I looked fucking stupid.
People didn't tell me that when I wore those glasses.
And
I wore those like 2 years ago. Remember when I was wearing those?
Yeah, I know.
And no one told me?
Yeah, because
Everybody thinks
love
everyone
you.
thinks I'm the sensitive little dove. Like, you guys can tell me when things look bad.
But no.
I wore those ugly round glasses for so long before I got my new round ones and before I switched fully to contacts.
Yeah.
Why didn't you? No one
Listen,
told me?
I
That was a
wasn't- I
crazy
wasn't
face.
I wasn't close enough to you.
That's true. I had a cringy face when I was 18 years old. It was me
Do you
wearing
have a
those old
Facebook?
lady. Yes.
Login.
Wearing those old lady glasses
But
and the old lady strings attached.
so listen. My freshman year of high school in December, I decided, okay, I want to grow my hair out. This looks fucking awful. So it was about here, literally,
Oh,
and like I'm pointing to like above my ears,
above the ears.
and I cut myself bangs. And I have really curly hair, but what I did was I would wrap my hair on a pencil and then put a flat iron over it so I had smaller curls, and then I'd brush them out.
Does that work?
I look like Junie B. fucking Jones.
I'm gonna log in on my phone because it remembers my password. I'm really bad with passwords.
Oh my god. So that's when my
Like Judy
that's when
B.
my
Jones.
So
That's a perfect imagery.
do you still think you have characteristics of your cringe phase today?
No, I think that I've definitely gotten out of it because, like, part of the cringe phase is not knowing that you're in it.
Yeah.
And I'm very self-aware of all the dumb shit and, like, stupid things I say now. So, like, I think a big part of your cringy phase is, like, you're not self-aware. You think you're being so cool and you're so different. And now I know I'm lame. I'm like, I don't care. I'm fine being a loser. People say I'm lame all the time for the stuff I do. Like, I do dorky things a lot. And I think I'm just more, like, I'm more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I still like Panic at the Disco. They're fucking killing it. I really like them. But, like, I'm not as, I guess I don't use those certain things to be different and,
Yeah.
like, you know, prove myself worthy to somebody. Like, I'm like, oh, no, I'm so
Hold
cool
on.
because of this.
This isn't a good picture, but that's what I fucking look like. Can you see
Oh
little baby me
my God,
with the
it's
glasses?
horrible.
Okay, go on.
But yeah, I think that part of it is just trying to prove something to somebody, and I don't do that anymore. And that comes with age, I think. It's just like you stop living and doing stuff for other people. You're doing it for yourself now. Like, my sister told me that I'm getting out of my selfish phase.
Yeah.
And she said that, like, every teenager goes, because I'm 20 now, so she said that, you know, when I was, like, 17, 18, I was going through, like, my selfisher phase, and even maybe 19, like, I was going through a phase where, like, I only was looking out for myself, and I didn't really care about, like, what my family thought, like, you know?
Yeah.
But now I'm, like, texting my grandma every week, and I'm calling my mom all the time, and I, like, drive all the way to see them, even though they live, like, an hour away almost, and, like, I'll drive to see them and stuff.
How do I screenshot on this?
Oh, you have to use the pen.
Oh!
Yeah. But I'm doing things more for them now, and, like, you know, I went to that Halloween party with my mom and my sister, and I had a really good time, and, like,
Yeah.
I came for Christmas and helped me cook, and my sister's just like, it seems like
That's
you're
sweet,
really
yeah.
getting into your own person, and you're kind of leaving your, like, high school-y selfish phase. Because you wouldn't have done half of the things you do for Mom and I when you were, like, 18. And I was like, yeah, I guess I just feel a lot happier this way, too, I guess.
Tiny me.
You're so little.
I know. Ew.
So
Alright.
it's just, like, I think everything comes with age. Like, you'll
Honestly,
grow out
yeah.
of your cringe.
When I grew out of my cringe and I looked back, I was like, oh. Oh.
You don't realize you're in it when you're in
You
it.
don't. And then when you do, you're like, wait a minute. It just gets so bad. And it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just not good.
What phase of life do you think you're in right now? Because I think mine is...
I'm still fucking cringy. Believe me, I'm trying to stalk my ex-family.
That's pretty weird. I'm gonna go away.
Okay.
Facebook.
But,
You can just see the silence bar right there.
Well, I wasn't
looked at each
silent.
other.
But I'm still cringy. Like, I'm just gonna come out and say that we both are. I just don't know if
You outed me?
Yeah. We'll make a podcast about it.
Oh, that's a great idea
We'll
because there's a lot of misconceptions about
Yes,
it.
okay, but anyways, I am a little, and I am into some weird stuff. I have a great sense of fashion, but people still think, like, goth.
Yeah, you do dress very we are very I'm wearing bright yellow pants right now.
And I'm wearing checkered leggings and
like you're
black and gray, and
my shirt is black, but I also have these wild
you have
pants.
Bright yellow fucking pants on with flowers all over
They're like
them.
a mustard.
And you also have reindeer socks on.
I couldn't find my other socks. I think I need to do laundry.
Okay. But anyways,
I never have socks.
I do my makeup pretty wild sometimes. I draw like hearts under my eyes sometimes.
Yeah.
And like that's pretty like bold, if I may say so myself. But I have a pretty alternative sense of style, so I know people think I'm kind of cringy for that. Like, whenever I start my classes tomorrow, I know that I'm probably going to get some looks, because I'm probably just going to try to ease into it looking like I normally do and how I feel my most confident self, which I think is a good way to start going off somewhere. But anyways, I also have completely fucking purple hair now. It's not like just the ends. It's like this is dyed fucking purple and
all
this is dyed purple. Like all of it's purple.
It looks great.
Thank you. I'm trying my fucking best.
You just fixed my roots.
Yeah, I just fixed.
Because I was like, I want to dye my hair, and then
I was like,
Angel
no.
fixed my roots because they were like getting to my normal hair color, which is like this
golden blonde.
My mom always says it's honey colored.
Ew, it's not.
But I'm like, yeah, it's like honey colored is right because it's like almost brown, but not quite there. And I've always hated it because I'm like, I want it to either be like really blonde like my sister's, or I want it to be really dark like my mom's, and not this like stupid in between color. But Angel fixed them.
You look really good with blonde
You
hair.
fixed it, and I really like my grandma's always like, you should just keep it natural. It looks so natural. And I'm like, yeah, but it looks so good as like a bleach blonde.
You look fucking tastic.
This is my best self. Like, I thought I really liked color hair, but this has been because my hair is, since it is like blonde, it goes stark white. Like it's this white blonde, and that's
like
what
platinum.
I like. I like the platinum.
That kid's hair that I fucking bleached.
Oh, that was sad. That's because he had like.
And, like, I'm pretty sure that now that he's
Asian guy.
Anyways.
He had jet black hair, so when we dyed it, I'm keeping going on the story.
What inspired?
It turned yellow. The hair
What
turned
inspired
yellow.
your cringe?
It was definitely moving, and my parents got divorced. Because when I was in middle school,
Heavy.
That's when we first moved, like, back to Georgia. Like, when I was 10, we moved out to Idaho, and then when I was, like, 12 or 13, we moved back. So I was, like, pissy and mad because I already was, like, you know, my parents were getting divorced. And I was going to a new school. Mm-hmm. And I just had a lot of built-up anger. And that's when I found out that my parents were getting divorced because my dad had an affair. Yeah. Spoiler alert. They're still together.
Oh, cute.
We'll have a dad cast.
Oh,
but
dad
yeah, so like
cast.
I was mad at my dad at that point. My sister was not talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't talk to him for like a couple months. My sister went a whole year not talking to my father.
Yeah, I can see that.
It destroyed him. He wrote lots of poetry about it. I know because I snooped in his room and found it.
Yeah.
Fun fact about me, I love snooping.
Yeah, she fucking does. One of our old friends, we were really close to, was lying to us all the fucking time. So eventually we had to figure out this one, like, bigger lie that they were telling us. So we snooped, and we found fucking
Evidence.
proof.
Yeah.
And we were like, whoa.
I would
um,
love to be, like, a detective child in a book.
Whatever.
Not like a real detective with, like, homicides.
Mine was inspired by, honestly, like, Instagram and, like, shit.
Instagram?
Yeah, I got an Instagram way too young. Way too young.
I got an Instagram in 8th grade. Because my 8th grade Disney
I
trip
got
was on
one, like, 6th grade.
Jesus.
Yes, and so
That's like
I fell
11
into that.
or 12.
Yeah, I fell into that toxic thing of like starving myself, and that's what like romanticized self harm and like, you know, suicidal ideations and shit like that. That's what led me into like where I am today. And it sounds so stupid, but the part of me, like I was also being abused at the same time, and I was in a bad environment, so that just kind of upped my okay. Well, this will make me feel better, and it just. Then I got hospitalized.
That's wild to me
Yeah.
because, like, I thought I was fat in middle school and hated my body.
Yeah.
But, you know me. I love food.
Fucking confident and you love your body.
I didn't love it then. It took me a long time to get to where I am now. But I've always loved food. So, like, the part of me that hated my body could never overpower my love for, like, bread and mac and cheese.
I don't know when I got hot. I don't know. Because I used to be, like, shapeless. Literally, like, just a square of, like, kind of pudgy. Like, I was a little bit pudgy, but I, like, wasn't fat. And, like, I had that, like, messy, unbrushed, like, side ponytail or side braid hair. And then all of a sudden, I was just fucking sexy. And I was like, whoa. Alright,
I know exactly when mine happened.
Well, yeah, when you tried on the bikini.
No, actually, because I remember one summer I looked at myself and I looked like a square, and I was like, damn, I'm never, like, I felt like a pudgy square. And then the summer before 8th grade hit, and I grew a little bit, and my curves, like, moved around. So, like, I lost all my baby fat, and it all went into, like, the majority of it went into my hips and thighs. I am shaped like a pear, a fucking big-ass pear.
I'm shaped like, what
But
the fuck am I shaped like?
I don't know your body shape. You have to, like, I don't know. I have no idea. Because you don't have crazy curves, but you're not, like, shapeless.
I have, like...
We would have to look at the chart.
I have, like, a smaller top and then, like, a slight curve around, like, my hips.
You might be pear-shaped, too, just not so drastic.
Yeah.
Like,
I know I'm slim thick from the side.
I just know when people look at me, they're immediately, like, you're shaped like...
I look like a music note from the side.
Yeah, because, like, that's when I got boobs. That's when I got my butt
I still
and
haven't
hips.
gotten boobs yet.
I'm not mad at mine. Like, I'm happy with mine. I know you are.
I'm
You're always,
fucking pissed.
I'm happy with mine because I'm like, they're there, but also I have no back problems.
Yeah, I know.
So,
mine are there. I don't know why I hate them so much. I just think that I'm always going to be a little bit insecure
sorry,
about
Curls
something.
is texting me because our snake just shed his skin.
Anyways. God.
He's being weird.
So I think that there are different types of
He took
cringe.
his... Sorry.
I don't care.
Udon just took his skin and hid it in his house.
That's so cute.
And that would, like, Curls was like, oh, I'm trying to take the skin, but he hid it in his house.
Let him keep it. Anyways, get off your fucking phone.
I'm off.
I think there are different types of cringe. Okay, so elementary cringe.
Yes.
The horse girls.
Oh,
The reading
yeah.
girls who roleplay warrior cats. Who the fuck does that? You know.
I was really popular in elementary school.
Oh.
Because my sister was popular. And my brother was popular. We were like, no, seriously, we were like a trifecta.
Trio?
Yeah, man. My siblings and I were very popular because we were cute. And our mom brought the best snacks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because you know my
My
mom.
mom's fucking the best. Like, okay, I got a brand new mom.
Oh, yeah, she's lovely.
I love my mother. She's actually, like...
New mom.
New mom. She's so good to me.
I know, I like
She's
her.
so good
She got me
to
Starbucks.
me.
I love
she did
that.
get me Starbucks earlier. She's so fucking... I've never... Okay, anyways. So, when I was in elementary school, I already told you that I did, like, the whole Warrior Cats thing.
We had baby rocks. We had rocks pretending we were babies.
I went to elementary school with this kid that I know now.
Mm-hmm.
And he smokes hella fucking weed. And he was such a little prick back then. He was like this. We dated for like 2 days in elementary school. And he was like, I love you. And I broke up with him. And I was like, I'm like 2. I don't know what love is. And he was like, but why would we date if we're not going to get married? And I was like,
Such a wild time. I was a weird kid because I used to take off my shoes. And there would be these 2 big poles.
Mm-hmm.
And I would climb up them.
With
my
your
like,
shoes?
feet, without my shoes,
Oh.
with my feet, just like grabbing on like a weird monkey person.
Oh my god, when I was in elementary school, I just got a fucking flashback. I went to gym with my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I was a fucking
also
player
had a
in
couple boyfriends
elementary,
in elementary school.
His name was Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the hottest fucking kid in our grade.
What grade were you in?
I was so young. Like, I want to say, like, first grade.
Jesus.
And we were in gym, and we used to, like, walk or run laps, you know? And, like,
Yeah.
I would be like, I'll run your laps for you. And he would, like...
You can't do that.
No, he would, like, he played along. He, like, smacked my hand, and I'd run around and, like, meet him back and be like, give me a kiss. And he'd, like, blow me a kiss. And then I'd be like, I'll do it again. He'd, like, smack my hand.
I imagine just the gym teachers watching being like, oh, God.
Literally. No, my gym teacher, like, wore my, like, fuzzy hat that I, like, used to love wearing to school. And we were in elementary school, so I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
And, I got lice after.
You got lice
He was
from your
bald.
gym. Oh.
He was bald. So I was like, what?
I don't know what cringy shit I did. I don't think I ever played horses or anything. I remember when I was really young, me and my friends, like, my mom, you know, she worked at a preschool, so her and the other preschool teachers had kids, so we'd all play together, and, like, this one lady named Miss Jennifer, love her, she had her
Love you, Miss Jen.
she had her 3 sons, so me and my siblings would play with them, and we would pretend to be, like, tigers and stuff, and, like, jump around, but we also would, like, know that we weren't tigers, you know? I used to make a lot of flower crowns as a kid, like, me and a couple girls would, like, get those, like, fluffy flowers and make crowns and, like, necklaces.
I just keep getting flashbacks. It gets
You
worse
were a
and worse.
cringy kid.
No, listen. I used to play wolves. After I moved on from Warrior Cats in 3rd grade.
Animal, isn't it?
Yeah. I had these 2 best friends, and they had lesbian moms. Emily, Caroline, if you're listening, I love you.
Wow,
Loving you.
I didn't meet, like, a lesbian couple until...
Yeah, my mom, like,
moved.
was so fucking cool about it. Okay, my actual
my
mom's shitty.
2 of my cousins are gay.
But she, like, let me spend the night there and shit, and she was like, she didn't even think about it twice. But, they were, like, adopted twins, and we used to, like, make dens in their houses and play Wolf Quest, and I know you don't know what that is.
I don't know what
but
that
it's
is.
a Yellowstone-sponsored game where you can play the life of a wolf.
Oh, like on the computer?
Yes.
Oh.
And I also used to play Animal Jam, where
I
you
know
could
what
create
Animal
it.
I didn't play
Animal
it,
Jam
but
was
I knew.
my shit. Oh my god, there was so much drama. Because
Because when I was in elementary school, I lived in Cartersville.
Yeah.
So I had one computer, and we could play either Candyland on it, or Operation,
So anyway.
or Solitaire. Those were the 3 games I had on my computer as a child. So we played outside a lot. We played this game called Computer.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry.
And so we would go to a table and we'd type it in and be like, computer! And it was basically me and my siblings, and sometimes my neighbor, and it would be us getting transformed into a different dimension. And we flew in a hammock, like the hammock was the ride we'd get in, and we'd all, like, I'd drive it, I'd be like, hang on, guys, the dino's behind us! Yep, we played that a lot. That was our favorite game. I don't know why we called it Computer. I guess because we thought computers were so fucking, like, technology driven. We were like, the future is now.
Before Animal Jam, when I was a little bit younger, my mom installed this thing on her computer called, like, Kidzooey or something. And it was like this game browser or whatever for kids, and I looked up sex games, sexy games, porn game.
God!
And it emailed her that I was looking the shit up. And she showed it to me, and I was like, what?
I used to masturbate with cold rocks when I was a kid.
What the fuck?
Sorry, but
What the fuck? I used to ball. This is NSFW. Should we be saying this?
I mean, it's already there. That's cringy as fuck.
I used to ball my hand up.
Yeah.
And lay on top of it and hump it. Like, I did it in pre-K once. Like, no, like daycare.
Oh my god!
And I was watching Dora, and I was laying on my little mat. And then
watching SpongeBob.
And then my mom walks in the doors and sees her child laying there humping her hand. And she was like, what are you doing? And I was like, hey, Mom. I just got up like, I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, that's the weird part about when you see a kid, like, touching themselves.
Ew,
is you don't know what to do because they don't know what they're doing. Like, I used to take
I don't want to talk about this anymore. Cold rocks and
put them in my underwear.
Are you a bare pussy?
Yeah, and just sit on them and sit there and be like, it doesn't feel good, but it doesn't feel bad, so I guess I'll keep doing it. And then my mom was like, stop doing this.
When I was
all my rocks would smell like vagina. She's like, you need, because I had a rock collection, so I get the smooth ones. And she'd be like, you need to stop doing this.
I used to practice kissing on my Rudolph doll. And like my lion. I had this big lion.
We can never tell people who we are. It's over. No one can ever know.
Any chance.
I don't know if I told my boyfriend about this stuff because it's like things you don't think about.
Yeah, but
Oh, I have a cringy story from elementary school. When you're done with your thing. I can't believe you're looking up sex games.
Well, the first like interaction I had with anything sex related was very young. Like my friend Jennifer showed it to me when I was like 6. She looked up lesbian porn on her computer, and I was like, whoa.
When my sister was like 5 or 6, she walked in on my parents like watching a movie. They were asleep on the couch, and she said that she saw a woman. She like turned off the TV because she would go in there and turn off the TV when they fell asleep. And she's like, she came in and told me, I don't remember this, but she was like, yeah, there was a woman eating a poop. But it wasn't a poop. It was a big black dick.
Whoa!
Yeah, so that's my sister's, like, first experience, and she used to, like, play The Sims and, like, make them have sex.
Whoa.
And she and my neighbor both knew about sex before I did, so they would, and my neighbor was younger than me. She was, like, my brother's age.
My neighbor from middle school wants to fuck me now.
That's...
We used to carpool to school elementary school.
People from Cartersville email and text me all the time, and they're like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, we haven't talked, like, they're like, remember me?
He told me to buy weed from him, like, 2 days ago, and I was like, I don't know you.
But they would
Tell me the story
they would
from
do
elementary
Barbie
school,
sex
though.
scenes and not let me play because want me to learn about that stuff yet.
Anyways, tell me the story.
It's not cringy for me. So we had these things called reading buddies.
Mm-hmm.
And so the reading buddies would like, come in, every like Thursday or whatever, and for like an hour, like their class period, they would read to us. So everybody got all these like cool they were high schoolers, and I was like in second grade, first or second grade. Yeah. So like, write down the time also.
I don't have a pen.
Oh no, because I gotta fix that continuity error. We're at like it was like 30 minutes, so I'm gonna write it down. But
go on.
Yeah, so we had these reading buddies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And part of the reading buddies was like, they come in, they do whatever, and so the guy I had was a scene kid.
Oh.
Like, everybody else had these cool high schoolers and these pretty, beautiful girls and these, like, really cool jocks. And they were like, Mary Grace, you're with, like, Steven. And he, like, came, and I looked at him, and he's this lanky dude, all black, like, like, he looks like a Hot Topic model.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had, like, the black hair and eyeliner, and I had never seen a scene kid before, and I was just like, who are you? Like, I was just so confused.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, what the fuck are you? But, like, he read to me, and, like, I would be a dumb kid, and, like, I thought he was fun, but, like, I was just, like, so confused why he didn't look like anybody else. Like, he was the only scene kid.
Oh.
So I was, like, very...
and whoever you are,
dude, it's Cartersville. You. He was probably, like, one of 3.
Yeah. I just
and
remembered that
nice.
girl. There's this girl by where I used to live, and she wears ears and a tail, and like the eyeliner all around her. I know you did, but she walks all day.
She's constantly walking around.
And then one time, this sounds so creepy.
Yeah.
We saw her, and I wanted to... Never mind.
We wanted to see... We wanted, like, an up-close look.
Yeah.
We'd only seen her from, like...
From afar.
From, like, a distance.
Yeah.
Or, like, passing her by. She recognizes my car, dude. She totally
And then
does.
we turned around in the neighborhood so we could, like, get a second glance,
She crossed the street.
She crossed the street
All
and
sus.
stared at us, and we were like, fuck, we're so weird. But, middle school cringe, I think, is different than elementary, because it's
Elementary's like you're a child.
and then you get into puberty, and you get all that fucking grease, and that, like, sweat, and you don't know what to do, and you don't want to talk to your parents about your dick being hard, and, you're putting rocks in your underwear and sitting.
That was elementary
Okay.
school. And that's my mom told me not to do that. She said, please don't do this. And I said, okay, Mom, I won't do that anymore.
Anyways.
And I never did. I think I did it for like a week or so. And then
Trying
she
to
was
see
like,
if you have any
stop.
rocks in your room.
I was gonna say, I don't collect rocks anymore either. The thing is, when I collected rocks, it wouldn't even be like cool ones.
You're going off topic.
It would be dumb ones. They were dumb. I just picked them up and be like,
So
I have a
middle
rock
school
collection.
Cringe is like the heavy eyeliner, the PATD, Panic at the Disco, Green Day.
Yeah.
Oh,
I listened to a
all
lot of
that
Green
good
Day.
shit.
I listened to Weezer when I started to get out of that phase because I was more like out of the
Feral
angry.
Heart. Any of y'all who played Feral Heart? Feral Heart was like a wolf and a lion game. Oh my god, it was so good. I would play that today.
Oh
You
my-
put a fucking computer in front of me, that's the first thing I'm downloading. I'm gonna ask for a computer now. I'm gonna be like, Mom, give me a Miss Quarter. Give me a computer. No, but high school cringe is a lot different because this is when you're self-aware. When you're a kid, when you're like a preteen, you can't really dictate what you do and like what you really think because you're not as self-aware, So when you're in high school and you're, especially around like sophomore or junior year, that's when like you really are like getting a sense of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's when people are the fucking worst because either then they're like the really pussy asshole jocks or like the really intense like mean like preppy girls or the really fucking intense like scene girls who are like I hate the preps. Ugh.
Yeah, I knew a lot of scene girls that were just like mean, and I was like, dude,
And then
your
there's
whole point, you're supposed to be alternative.
the gross like nerds that are like
Yeah, they don't shower.
yeah, they don't shower. They have they wear the headphones all the time.
They,
They
like,
go to
they're frosty.
chess club. Oh my god.
I just knew a lot of kids. Like, there was a whole group of them who, like, brought their, like, DSs to school, which is, like, whatever. My boyfriend used to bring his DS to school sometimes to play at lunch.
That
I
makes
would bring
so much sense.
I would bring mine occasionally if it was, like, a half day or whatever. But these kids would scream at their DS during lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wouldn't just be when he play it with his friends at the table every once in a while, because they would play, like, what's it called? They would play card games.
Yeah, Magic.
No, not Magic, just card games.
Oh.
Which is stupid. But yeah, they would do that, so...
But I also want to talk about college cringe. Because this is the one type of cringe that bothers me the most. Because you're an adult at this point. And...
But it's only cringy to other people. Like, here's the thing. Neither of us are in college.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I've only seen college
But no.
visiting my sister.
I have plenty of college friends though, and like I've witnessed so much fucking bullshit. Like I've seen like the frat boys who are fucking idiots, and obviously that's cringy. And like what are they called?
Anybody who uses...
sorority sisters or whatever girls.
Some sorority girls are so...
They're so like
cringe.
ooze macappa, like we drink booze and smell like pennies and pussy on Tuesdays.
I just know that there's, like, anybody who quotes How I Met Your Mother or the Bro Code or anything, How I Met Your Mother, anytime you do anything like that, you are so cringy to me as an adult. If you're like, the Bro Code, the naked man, I'm like, please.
Or, like, Bazinga,
Or
if you wear those
I was literally about to say. Because that's a bunch of misogyny, and I could go on forever about how Big Bang Theory is reinventing that whole stereotype.
But what I hate is, like, and don't take this the wrong way.
Disclaimer. Oh,
Disclaimer.
No.
Don't take this the wrong way. But the alt-right hardcore, like liberal, let's say, who doesn't do research and doesn't do... You are not.
I know.
You do research,
I'm a
you
really
look into
chill
things. And
liberal.
I'm, you know what, I'm liberal as well. I'm not conservative
Shocker.
in any sense of, whoa,
The two girls.
purple hair.
I was going to say, starting a podcast.
Whoa, we're conservative. Wow, I love Tommy Laran.
Who's Tommy Lamar?
Of course you... Lamar?
I thought it was Lamar.
No, she hates black people. Anyways.
That's
But I hate, like, those people who wear, like, the fake big glasses and they want to have, like, the black people hair and they're, like, they just romanticize, like, races and they're like, oh, I don't see color. And they try to act so woke, but they don't know what the fuck is going on. And I also hate the frat boys, the sorority girls. And I hate the fucking sons of bitches who are like, oh my god, I was so fucked up. I probably
like that Vine?
Yeah, like the Vine. Where she's like, I was so fucked up all the time.
I love that Vine.
I love it too because it's me. But also,
I think that cringe comes from a place of like, that's who they think that they should be.
because I get it.
Because I was like that too.
Yeah,
Like
schools
in
have
high school,
constructs.
I was like, I have to be super woke. I have to be this. I was this angry person, and I would scream at men, and I was like this angry like feminist bitch. And then like I mellowed out, and now like my boyfriend's roommate is like more on the conservative side, and we talk politics all the time.
and you get along.
And we get along great. And I'm like, and I just found out that talking politics with people is a lot more fun when you're not yelling at each
when
other.
you're both calm and you're both like, okay, I can see that, but also here's this.
So that's cringy. It's cringy to me to see an adult person screaming
Oh my god.
at another adult person.
You know that picture of the black girl protesting, and then there's this like
the guy yelling.
no, there's this like middle-aged white woman like screaming in her face, and the black girl's just so calm, and she's like just black excellence. Honestly,
Black girl magic is the realest
it's
thing
so
I've ever
real.
seen.
Oh my god,
It's so real.
they're so beautiful.
Damn this pale.
I'm sorry. This sounds like we're fetishizing or whatever.
I'm sorry.
But no, I just honestly, I admire, like, I've learned to admire a lot of different cultures as I've grown up. Like, I grew up not in, like, a racist household, but, like, they definitely weren't not racist,
I
if
grew
you know
up
what
in
I mean.
Cartersville.
Yeah.
If a black kid moved to the school, everybody would be like, and I'm like, what? Like I had a boyfriend. When
I go
was...
to a, like, half and half school right now, which I've never gone to. And, you know, I've only ever gone to that one school that had, like, literally 2%, if even, of culture kids, or of, like, POC kids, I guess, is the right term.
I had a boyfriend in elementary school, and he was from, I went to the beach, and he was, like, Hispanic, and then I went home, and I was like, oh, I think he was black or Hispanic, and the people I was telling went, oh, and Cassie's like, you know that's not right, and I'm like,
Yeah, oh my god, that's happened to me before.
I am just, like, all over the place today. I'm having, like, I'm gonna have to go in at all the places where I'm saying people's names, and thankfully on our editing software,
Yeah.
there's a bleep thing, but I am just all over the place today.
When I was, like, I have a Hispanic boyfriend right now, and, you know, his mother cooks Hispanic food, and, like, I try as much as I can to indulge in that, but I am a white bitch.
It's so spicy.
It's very spicy, and I know that I can handle spicy shit, but, like, some of the things she makes is just, like, too much for me, and sometimes we, like...
Her rice is delicious.
Oh my god, it's so good. She's so sweet and precious, and, like, I don't know, I really want to, like, not appropriate, but appreciate their culture and,
That's
like,
cringy
learn.
to me, is
What?
when people don't know the difference. Like,
Oh my god, my old fucking school literally wore, like, the
headpiece, the
headpiece.
Native American headpiece.
Yeah.
I yelled at a kid because he
got
did that, and
so
I was like,
mad.
dude, you know that's, like, hella disrespectful. You shouldn't wear that for Halloween. And he was like, why? And I was like, because you
'Cause
know
that's,
nothing about the culture, and you're just wearing it because you think it looks cool. And he was like, if they don't like it, they should just look away. And my teacher's
Yeah.
like,
I
you're
used to
so
make-
dumb. What do you mean just look away?
I had a Native American Cherokee, like, 100%, like, best friend for, like, when I was in middle school, and I used to make, like, traditional dream catchers at her house, and they were really fucking
That sounds
cool.
so fun.
It was so much fun, and it was such an experience, like, being around her family and, like, being able to experience their, like, food and their, you know, their dream catchers and all their traditions and stuff, and it was just fucking awesome.
My friend growing up, she was like 1/4. Like you could tell that she was Cherokee.
Yeah.
Because everybody in Georgia.
Everybody in Georgia
has some kind.
yeah.
I have some kind of Cherokee. My mom loves to talk about it.
Fucking.
You don't have any?
No, because
I'm like
I'm literally
1/32.
I'm literally Irish and Italian. My grandfather was completely fucking.
Can you tell I have
Irish,
Native
Irish, and then my dad was like he came from Italy here, so I have no like the only thing Italian about me is like my dark hair.
Yeah.
And like.
Yeah, my mom loves to talk about how like she's 1/16, and I'm like, Mom, you gotta stop.
It doesn't matter.
She's like, it's in our blood, and I was like, yeah, but
I can feel my ancestors.
My mom is very
singing.
She wants to be more Native American so badly. Because she's so into like,
you can be into it and appreciate
she's super
the
into
culture.
into the culture, and she's just like a huge hippie. Is the
but
big
anyways,
thing.
back to fucking cringe.
Sometimes my mom is cringy because she'll say,
oh my god, I
like
hate
that.
adults that are cringy. I hate the whole like friends like I don't know how to do the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
You hate Friends?
No, I just hate adults who watch Friends and then post it to their Facebook and are like, ha ha ha, ha. And like, Bazinga, oh my fucking god.
Big Bang
my
Theory
brother-in-law
Oh, no.
wears Bazinga
Of course
shirts.
he would.
And, he completely fucking
The
thinks that's all
Flash
funny.
ruined.
Literally.
That show
Cannot.
is wild. That show is, I don't
even want to talk about it. I just think it's cringy. I think all of it's cringy. I've never liked it. I've never liked that show. I've never.
You know who loves that show? My grandma. We went on one time, and she was like, "We were all over the place today." You had to say my grandma. I've written down like 6 times. It's fine. But yeah, we went on a cruise one time, and she was like, "Penny, penny, penny" on the door, and I opened the door, and I said, "You need to stop."
Penny.
It was the most annoying thing.
Penny.
Anytime we didn't come to the door, she would say that, and she would laugh. Because she thinks of the Big Bang Theory.
Fucking
and
hilarious.
my grandpa are like, ha ha ha, it's so funny because they're nerds. And I'm just like, guys, like
I just want to end my life.
She has a joke of the day on her Facebook.
Oh.
Joe Easy.
Just say, jaw coins.
It's okay. We're gonna have to go through and just.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to go through so many times.
I know. I've messed up a lot.
I'm so close to cutting this podcast short because we keep fucking up and we're so off topic.
We are very off topic. But
you
like,
want to just.
No, let's try to at least get to like 50 or 55. Because like we're on topic, but we're
50.
off topic. Because it's.
Well, now we're fucking it up even more.
It's cringy. This is cringy.
This podcast is fucking cringy.
This podcast
because
is
I
cringy.
think that we have a sense of self and we're like, oh, we're cool enough to have a podcast. Because we are cool enough to have a podcast.
I know.
Like,
I don't think that. And again, part of like people I think are cringy are people who are doing stuff because they're like, it's gonna be so cool. Like, I know this is gonna be lame.
Like, this is lame.
This is so lame.
This is like,
what's lamer than two people
stupid.
hanging out in the basement
Talking to each other to fake people that aren't even listening, and we're like,
We got-
sorry guys.
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say,
talking to 3 people who
we had
like
6
don't even
views
like our
the
videos.
other day. 6 views on the first.
We freaked out. I freaked out. I was like, whoa, really?
I
Any
don't even know if
comments
that
or
was
likes?
right. There was no comments.
Oh.
I'm waiting for the comment that's like, kill yourself. 2.
3 views.
3 views.
3 views.
Wow. 2 of those were ours.
Yeah.
So 1 view.
6 views actually.
What?
6 views actually.
Yes. 6 views. That's pretty good.
We're doing so good.
Yeah. Cringe is a weird thing to think about because some people know, like, you can't teach somebody to know if they're cringy or not.
Yeah.
Let me fix this.
Oh my god.
I know.
Wait. Oh my god.
Oh no, it's hitting
Okay,
the mic.
I'm cutting this one
It's
short.
hitting the mic.
All right. Let's just film the outro.
All right.
Okay, everybody. I'm so sorry that we're fucked
This
up.
was a disaster.
a train wreck
We'll call this the cringe cast.
because this was quite cringy and on the topic of cringe.
we have to
This
do a lot of editing.
This has been another fucking podcast. Thank you for listening. Can you tell your stomach to shut the fuck up?
Bye.
Bye, guys. Where's my mouse?